Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another week here at CBS. My name is Liz Ukawa, and I'm the teaching director for the Arlington Heights CBS class, which includes our remote class in Mount Prospect and our two online core groups as well. We only have 2 more weeks until CBS is finished for the year. Can you believe it? It's gone fast, I feel like. And today, my job here during this time is to whet our appetites for our study next fall. We're already looking ahead. And if you hadn't heard yet, next year we are going to be studying the book of Psalms. I am super excited about our study in the Book of Psalms. It's a new curriculum provided by our national team in Colorado Springs. So it's a brand new study for all of us, even if you've been around for quite a while. And the other cool thing about our study next year is that in the honor of the 50th anniversary of CBS, next year, all of the CBSs around the world will be doing the study of Psalms. The book of Psalms is one of the most well-known books of the Bible. Psalm 23 is considered by some to be the best-known text in the world. Psalms was the most widely translated book in England in the 16th and 17th century. Psalms was the first book that Jerome translated into Latin when he translated the Latin Vulgate. The Bay Psalm Book was the first book printed in America by the colonists of Massachusetts Bay in 1640. Lots of firsts for the Book of Psalms. When the New Testament is published by itself, most often it always includes the Book of Psalms. Why is the Book of Psalms such a well-known and well-loved book? Well, I have 3 P's for us that stand out about the Book of Psalms. The first one is praise. The Book of Psalms is a book of praise. Psalms historically have permeated our hymn books and continue to fuel our modern worship music. Almost every single psalm in the Book of Psalms has at least one line of praise included in that psalm. This book surely does exalt the Lord. Secondly, the Psalms are also prayers. Some have called the book of Psalms Jesus' prayer book. Most scholars think that Jesus would have had the book of Psalms memorized. The Psalms teach us so much about the practice of prayer. They're focused on the character and ability of God, and they put our cries to Him in the context of everyday life. They are not shallow. They don't project an overly romanticized view of life. They model for us prayers that are raw and real, and yet rooted in confidence in our God. They show us what it looks like to wrestle with faith and doubt. Lastly, prophecy. In Luke chapter 24, after the resurrection, Jesus explained to the disciples that the Old Testament scriptures pointed to him, and he said this, "These are my words that I spoke to you while I was still with you, that everything written about me in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms must be fulfilled." That's Luke 22:44. We saw some of those scriptures fulfilled in our study of Matthew, didn't we? And this past week, we had Psalm 22. Psalm 22 is a wonderful example of praise and prayer and prophecy. Our lesson this week encouraged us to look at a few verses in the middle of that psalm, but I would highly encourage you to go back. And if you didn't take time to read the whole psalm last week, do it this week. We can be assured that the whole psalm was on Jesus' heart and mind as he called out from the cross, not just that first line. So reading all of Psalm 22 brings us full circle into praise and awe of our sovereign Lord and his plan of salvation for the whole world if you read it all the way to the end. So praise, prayer, and prophecy, these are just the tip of the iceberg. The Book of Psalms is a masterful symphony that includes so much more that I could talk about in these few short minutes. We have so much to look forward to in the fall. I actually do have one more P that I'm super excited to tell you about, but I'm going to make you wait until September for that one. It's a really good one too. I have just started studying about Psalms, and I'm really looking forward to what we're going to get into next year. If you aren't excited already, take a look at this promo that was put together from the national offices, and then I'll come back at the end and give you some practical encouragements.
From the beginning of time, people have wrestled with loss, grief, loneliness, and stress. Throughout these experiences, people have also discovered the unwavering love of God, a love that finds us right where we are, inviting us to seek after Him wholeheartedly. Are you looking for hope in the midst of life's struggles? Journey with us through the Book of Psalms, written over centuries, filled with examples of honest, reverent communication with God. This in-depth study will help you to discover timeless truth, deepen your trust, and open your heart and eyes in new ways to God's presence, power, and character. Within the pages of the Book of Psalms, you'll meet a relational God who receives and validates your struggles, fears, and longings. Through each lesson, you'll learn how to use the Psalms as a powerful guide for your everyday life. Join today at communitybiblestudy.org.
Well, I hope you are excited and looking forward to this study. If you are planning to join us, please register now as soon as possible. Our books roll over in the middle of summer, so if you aren't in our system, you won't receive any reminders over the summer, and we don't want you to miss registering. Registering early also really helps us to plan. We need to make sure that we have the leaders that we need to maintain a quality program, and we don't want you to miss out if you forget. We know summer gets busy. So do so if you are, as soon as you are able. And just a reminder that if you are inviting others to join us, we have several options available for study. All of our class times are on Tuesday, but we have options for day and evening, in person, and 2 online cores as well. We are hoping to add a men's core to our evening in-person class that meets in Mount Prospect on Tuesday evenings. So if you know anyone who might be interested, please be sure to spread the word. We'd love to see more of you with us. We hope to see you next year for our study of Psalms, so don't forget to register and consider inviting a friend to join us. Bye, and have a good rest of your meeting time together. Thanks for watching.